Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
For Minnesota.
Put the ball in the air, and off we go from Soldier Field. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down now, it's Patterson, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his...
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 47.
Here's Patterson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This is Miller, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
A loss of
That's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Go, go, go.
Maybe a free play here. Cousins completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, Cook. And room there to work it inside the 25.
To Dalvin Cook.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another other section of the playbook, trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal? The ball carrier.
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
The first run for the backup, Abdullah. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
It's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over.
24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the...
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky to Allen Robinson. And the Bears have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Good. Makes the score Bears 7, Vikings 3. O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Now KJ Osborne. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Again, it's Cook. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Cook a first down and more. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 32-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. And
so the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Give to Cook out of the gun.
Cousins.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down now, it's Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And
another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
At the 21-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On second down, it's Cook. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Ball carrier.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 3-yard line.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Cousins, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph hauling that one in from Cousins, and the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field, but now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 27 yards. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Dalvin Cook. Roquan Smith in on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 43-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
He's tackled at the 30.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
3rd down.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Here's Cousins. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Left side, Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 3.
They'll try the left side. Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
They'll try the left side. Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch it that spot.
It's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. 13. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, never had a chance to straighten itself out.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
24-yard line.
Hardy Nickerson there to make the tackle.
The pickup. 2nd and 6. Today's